when they have high expectations, you should lower their expectations. Does it make sense? So that you only get the best clients. Reverse polarity, so that then sell themselves to you.
Awesome.
Does it make sense?
It does.
Instead of trying to sell, I just ask them those 4 questions. And the first is, why do you think this program is the right fit for you? This program costs $50,000. Do you have the means? Do you have the way to buy that? Can you pay? So they say yes or no. If they engage, maybe they ask some questions. If they do, I answer them. And if they like it, they probably want more questions answered. And then I answer first.
For warming up them for a little bit and then drive them to the application.
She has a bio. There is a link in here. She's doing stories. She posted more than 1,000 times. She smells like my client.
Yes.
She should be a client. And then,
It's so very nice to meeting you, Victor.
nice meeting you too.
Well, the topic, how did you make it? These millions through the strategy of using the masterminds. Can you give me your strategy to this?
Of course. So I run a mastermind for the last 10 years plus in Brazil. And I think the most important thing to sell a high ticket offer is, instead of you trying to pitch, you trying to sell, you reverse polarity, so that then sell themselves to you.
Awesome.
Does it make sense?
It does.
So instead of doing like a webinar and then giving them a link to buy, I just invite them to fill out an application. And then I pick the best applications to work with me. So in that way, I make them prove themselves to me instead of me trying to prove myself to them. Reverse polarity. Does it make sense?
Interesting. This application, you're trying to tell me you are just pre-qualifying them to the process. So what happens after this? Is it like a high ticket or like a group coaching, or what do you sell after this?
You can use this to sell anything you want. It could be a one-on-one experience. It could be a group coaching. It could be a mastermind. It's a sales process. So instead of you trying to sell them, you make them apply. And then you should ask those 4 questions. And I didn't invent those questions. I learned with a guy called Andrei Parabellum. Sadly, he passed away. He's Russian, and he was #1 in internet marketing and direct marketing, direct response marketing in Russia. He is a big friend of mine and a big mentor.
Sorry.
It's okay. So those 4 questions, they changed my life. They completely changed my life and my business, because it's easier to sell when they want to work with you. So I do all my marketing to make them get to connect with me. But then instead of trying to sell, I just ask them those 4 questions. And the first is, why do you think this program is the right fit for you?
Okay.
So why do you think this program is the right fit for you? Then I ask, why do you think that you are the right fit for the program? So amongst all people that apply, why should I pick you as a client? Right? Third question, this program costs $50,000. Do you have the means? Do you have the way to buy that? Can you pay? So they say yes or no. So there's no tire kickers, no one asking for a discount. They say yes or no beforehand. If they say no, they're saying no to themselves. So you don't even have to waste your time on those leads that can't afford. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
And fourth question, which is very important too, I ask them, what must have happened after that program or after that mastermind or after that experience so that you feel that it was worth it? And then you get to see what are their goals, what they're aiming, and the most important, if they're lunatic and crazy. Because some people say, oh, I need to go to the moon and I need to do 7 figures in a day, and they're just starting from scratch. So when they have high expectations, you should lower their expectations. Does it make sense? So that you only get the best clients.
Wonderful.
Does it make sense?
It does. So, I mean, the question now, how much traffic do you get to such kind of a funnel? I mean, you have a great like way to qualifying people, but how much traffic do you get to such a funnel, and how much percent you're converting behind the scene? I mean, if I can ask this,
No, that's
but
okay.
we are learning from the best.
Yeah. So here's the deal. I have some huge numbers. In Brazil, I have almost 500,000 followers, right? So I don't drive traffic straight to application page because it's too early. So this application page is a very good sales process, but it's not meant for cold traffic, in my opinion. It's better for warm traffic,
Wow.
right? So here's what I do. I just record a quick like a reel, reels,
Yeah.
and I just introduce myself. So Victor here, in the last 3 years or so, I did $10 million, and I can help you do the same through selling your knowledge, through courses, programs, and masterminds, right? And if you want to know more, just write something below and let's stay in touch. Follow me here, shoot me a message. So it's very laid back, very relaxed, and then I boost this a lot. So my traffic is I invite people to follow me, not to fill the application. But after they fill the application, I take a look at the followers. Some people say, oh, you can't judge a book by its cover. Have you heard this saying? This is a lie. It's a complete lie. I look at the book, I look at the cover, I like that book, or I don't like that book. So here's what I do. And it's terrible that I can't just like share my screen in here. But so my client, my client is the one that they have like a bio, they have a description in there, they have a link in there, they're doing stories, they have a professional positioning, right? So when I look at my new followers, take a look in here. So, oh, come on. Oh, okay. So this guy, he started following me today, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing in the bio. It's not a professional profile. He's not doing stories. There's no link. He doesn't look like my client. Oh, you're judging people. Yes, I am. So, but let's see here. So this one, she has 83,000 followers. Take a look. She has a bio. There is a link in here. She's doing stories. Yes. She posted more than 1,000 times. She smells like my client.
Yes.
She should be a client.
Yes.
And then here's what I do. I shoot her a message. Her name is Malion.
You do message her?
Of course. Take a look.
Oh.
Take a look. Malion. So I've never talked to her. Isn't it true?
Okay.
And then it's going to be Portuguese, but I'm going to translate to you.
Yeah,
Take a look.
Do it.
E aí, Marion, tudo bom? Eu vi que você começou a me seguir aqui. Foi por causa do conteúdo ou porque você quer ajuda para crescer no digital? So here's what I just did. And didn't I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What does it mean?
what I said is, hey, Marion, I saw you just started following me. Is it because of the content or you want to help growing your digital thing? Does it make sense?
And you're doing this with each and every new...
Not every. I just told you. I just showed you.
The people
Those who look like my clients.
By
Not all of
yourself?
them. Yeah, by myself. By myself. Of course, you can have your team doing that. You can have like a setter. You can have like a social seller. But me, I love doing myself. When I talk to someone, it's me. Even with 400,000 followers. Yeah.
Nice. Now,
I know where you're going.
yes, this is gonna be crazy. Now, you're posting a reel
Yeah.
and you're promoting this reel.
Yeah.
So no real ads for generation, like lead generation, but you're just
Yes.
boosting this reel,
Yes.
right? Okay. And you check on your followers
Every day.
and you start connecting with them.
Yeah.
What's the next step?
If you have a store and people get to your store, don't you say, hey, do you need some help?
Yes.
Why don't you do just the same with this? It doesn't make sense.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if this is something I'll give it a try. I'm telling you, I'll give it a try. But I don't know if this is something like works for each and every culture. I'm not sure.
It is.
I'll let you know.
No, it does.
Really?
Because here's the deal. If they started following me, it's because they saw something, right? They saw some value. Something brought them to my page. They started to follow, right? So I'm just being welcoming. I'm just treating people as people. Because here's the deal. We are used to an internet place where people don't treat people like people. They treat people like numbers. This is just me being welcoming with a human being. What the heck? I'm just saying, hey, you just start following me. Is it for the content or you want to help growing your business? And then they might answer or not. But if they answer, the chances that we're going to end up doing business are so big, right?
And next step after they answer.
So I might ask some following up questions. So how long have you been in business? Or do you have a high ticket offer? Are you running your mastermind? Do you wanna, I try to understand what's their moment.
Amazing.
And then I let them speak. Whatever they say, well, tell me more. Just to get to know
Okay.
the person that is on the other side. Does it make sense? And then after that, if they engage, maybe they ask some questions. If they do, I answer them. And if they like it, they probably want more questions answered. And then I answer first. Actually, I ask if like they ask, I answer.
Yes.
Right? And then they ask again. Before I answer them again, I have my this is my turn to ask. And my turn is, hey, do you need some help? Do you want to work with me? And if they say yes, I send them the application form. Does it make sense? So it's not people get the idea of the application form and then try to show up front. In my experience, people need a bit of a heat before filling an application, like in this event.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yeah. So you're warming up them for a little bit and then drive them to the application.
Yes.
And then after the application, whatever you have for the month or for the season, this is awesome. And you've been doing this for 10 years now?
Oh, 12 plus years.
Amazing, amazing. I mean, I'm so glad. I mean, you shared these secrets with us. I wish like everyone will listen to this. I mean, we'll give it a try. I'm trying this by myself. And comment.
Shoot her a message. Start following her. See if it works, right?
Amazing. Amazing. And please let us know if you have any kind of questions. We might host him again if you need to learn from the best how to run like this kind of strategies for your business and to make 10 million.
The last 3 years or so.
This is amazing. I would love to.